8 Best Ways to Increase Dopamine. Before starting the video, please subscribe. Dopamine is an important chemical messenger in your brain that has many functions. It's involved in reward, motivation, memory, attention, and even regulation of body movements. When dopamine is released in large amounts, it creates feelings of pleasure and reward, which motivate you to repeat a specific behavior. When the level of dopamine in your body is low, it can cause different health problems like depression, addiction, schizophrenia, and Parkinson's disease. Low dopamine levels can make you feel less motivated, not interested in things, lacking energy, and having trouble focusing. Some signs that you might have low dopamine levels are not feeling interested in sex, experiencing stiffness in your muscles, having trouble sleeping, feeling like you don't have the energy or desire to do things, feeling tired a lot, having difficulty paying attention, feeling indifferent or lacking enthusiasm. Dopamine levels are typically well regulated within the nervous system, but there are some things you can do to naturally increase your levels. Here are the top 8 ways to increase dopamine levels naturally. Number 1. Eat lots of protein. Eating lots of protein is important for your body because proteins are made up of smaller building blocks called amino acids. There are about 20 different amino acids that your body needs to make all the proteins it requires. Some amino acids can be produced by your body, but others must come from the food you eat. One particular amino acid called tyrosine plays a crucial role in the production of dopamine, which is a chemical messenger in the brain. Enzymes in your body can convert tyrosine into dopamine, so having enough tyrosine is necessary for dopamine production. Tyrosine can also be produced from another amino acid called phenylalanine. Foods rich in protein, like turkey, beef, eggs, dairy, soy, and legumes, naturally contain both tyrosine and phenylalanine. Studies have shown that increasing the amount of tyrosine and phenylalanine in your diet can raise dopamine levels in the brain. This increase in dopamine may have benefits for deep thinking and memory improvement. Conversely, if your diet lacks phenylalanine and tyrosine, dopamine levels can decrease. However, it's important to note that these studies focused on extreme levels of these amino acids, and it's uncertain whether normal variations in protein intake would have a significant impact on dopamine levels. Number 2. Eating saturated fat. Eating too much saturated fat, which is found in animal fat, butter, full-fat dairy, palm oil, and coconut oil, may affect how our brain's dopamine signaling works. These findings come from studies done on rats, not humans, but they are interesting. One study found that rats that ate a diet with 50% of their calories from saturated fat had less dopamine signaling in the reward areas of their brains compared to rats that ate the same number of calories from unsaturated fat. It's worth noting that these changes happened even if the rats had the same weight, body fat, hormones, and blood sugar levels. Some scientists think that diets high in saturated fat might cause inflammation in the body, which could affect the dopamine system. However, more research is needed to understand this better. Previous studies in humans have also shown that eating a lot of saturated fat is linked to poor memory and thinking skills, but we don't know for sure if this is related to dopamine levels. Number 3. Make sure you sleep enough. It's really important to get a good amount of sleep each night to keep our bodies healthy. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention suggests that adults should aim for around 7 hours or more of sleep every night. When you don't get enough sleep, it can mess with certain parts of your body called dopamine receptors. Research has shown that not getting enough sleep can actually make some of these receptors in your body work less effectively. Number 4. Exercise more. Exercise is really good for your brain. It helps make your brain healthier and can make you feel happier. When you exercise, your brain releases something called dopamine, which is like a happy chemical. Scientists are still studying exactly how exercise makes your brain produce dopamine, but you've probably felt the good feeling after a workout before. People who run a lot often talk about something called a runner's high. It's when you feel relaxed and really happy, and that's because your brain releases dopamine when you run. Number 5. Take a moment to relax and clear your mind. Relaxing and clearing your mind is called meditation. It's a way to focus on yourself and let your thoughts pass by without getting caught up in them. You can meditate while standing, sitting, or even walking. Doing it regularly can make you feel better mentally and physically. New studies suggest that these benefits might be because of increased dopamine levels in your brain. In one study, researchers looked at 8 people who were experienced in meditation. They found that after meditating for 1 hour, these individuals had 65% more dopamine in their brains compared to when they were just resting quietly. These changes in dopamine levels might help meditators stay in a good mood and feel motivated to keep meditating for longer periods of time. But we're not sure yet if these dopamine-boosting effects only happen in experienced meditators or if they also occur in people who are new to meditation. Number 6. Reduce the number of sugary foods. When you eat candies and drink soda, the sugar in them can make your brain release a chemical called dopamine, which makes you feel good. But this good feeling doesn't last long and it's not natural. Just like alcohol and drugs, sugar can give you a temporary boost of dopamine, but it can also affect how your body naturally produces it. If you eat a lot of sugar in a short period of time, you might feel really happy and excited for a little while. This is called a sugar high, but it doesn't last, and you might end up feeling tired and sad afterwards. Number 7. Music. Create a collection of your favorite songs and listen to them when you feel bored, lacking energy, or going through other signs of low motivation. In a study conducted in 2011, scientists discovered that listening to music you enjoy can trigger a release of dopamine in your brain, which makes you feel good. Number 8. Get rid of things that make you stressed. When we feel stressed, it can lead to health problems and make our dopamine levels drop. While we can't always control everything that stresses us out, there are some things we can eliminate to feel better. For example, if a long journey to work is causing you stress, you could think about moving closer to your workplace. You can also do activities that help reduce stress, such as meditating, exercising, or treating yourself to a massage. Eating a healthy diet with the right amount of protein, vitamins, minerals, and good bacteria can help your body make enough dopamine, which is a chemical your brain needs. Other things you do in your daily life are also important. Getting a good amount of sleep, exercising, listening to music, meditating, and spending time in the sun can all make your dopamine levels go up. When you have a balanced diet and do healthy activities, it can really help your body make more dopamine and make your brain work well. If you found this video helpful, please like and share. Also subscribe Map 2 Grow for more videos.